Ever wondered why we carve pumpkins, wear spooky costumes, and go trick-or-treating every October 31st? You might think Halloween is just about candy and scary movies, but its roots run much deeper, intertwining with ancient traditions and even Christianity. Let's peel back the layers of this fascinating holiday. The story begins over 2,000 years ago with the Celts, who lived in the area that is now Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France. They celebrated a festival called Samhain on October 31st. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of year often associated with human mortality. The Celts believed that on the night before their new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. They thought the ghosts of the dead returned to Earth. To ward off these spirits, people would light bonfires and wear costumes, often consisting of animal heads and skins, to disguise themselves. This is where our tradition of dressing up comes from. They would also leave food and drink out to appease the spirits, which is an early form of what we now call trick-or-treating. So, where does Christianity come into play? When the Roman Empire conquered Celtic territory, they combined two of their own festivals with Samhain. Later, as Christianity spread, it sought to blend with or replace these older pagan traditions. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III moved the Feast of All Saints' Day, a time to honor saints and martyrs, to November 1st. The evening before it, the traditional night of Samhain, began to be called All Hallows' Eve, hallow being an old word for true holy. And All Hallows' Eve eventually became Halloween. The Church also established All Souls' Day on November 2nd to honor the dead. Celebrations often included big bonfires, parades, and dressing up in costumes as saints, angels, and devils. The practice of souling, where the poor would go door to door and receive pastries called soul cakes, in exchange for promising to pray for the family's dead relatives, is another precursor to our modern trick-or-treating. So, the next time you put on a costume or carve a jack-o'-lantern, you're taking part in a tradition that's a rich blend of ancient folklore and religious history. It's a beautiful example of how cultures evolve and traditions transform over centuries. Thanks for watching. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more historical deep dives. See you next time.